Are you Jim? I'm your Uber. Well, that ain't good. I mean, it's supposed to come out back there, but it's also coming out right there. I don't know. It's all getting on the field. We all manure today. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Yeah.
I think it's rabbits.
It's actually quite warm today, and our air conditioning is working subpar.
Yeah.
We're not hot, but we're definitely not cold. Well, that stuff is ripe. There's one black valve there that was open when I started filling, all of a sudden started leaking. And then this red one here wasn't quite closed, and that's what was causing that spray, I think. So I had to open it to close it. And these things never really empty out 100%, so we gotta wait now for all this crap to drain. Literally. And then we can close it. What do you think?
Good.
You stay back. Well, little update. I thought the AC was working a little bit, but after opening a window and the breeze coming in, it's actually colder outside than it is inside, which means
I'm gonna take another shot at that.
so I said it before, the old remote control for the tractor on the pump works awesome because
And I'm playing daughter.
he's in here. This way he isn't in here by himself while I go run around on that. I ain't got to listen to that beller and tractor. I ain't got to go outside. I get pretty comfortable in here. Now I just wish the floor was cleaner. Might have to do that before we do this again. I don't want dirty socks. No one wants dirty socks. Don't drive up there. Turn down. Alright. Straighten out. Go back uphill. Now go straight. There you go. Update. Boy took his shirt off because apparently he's hot. Also, the wind started blowing and completely covered my back window, so.
And then my shirt comes off. I don't need my pad anymore.
The 2:45 update. When do I get an app? Oh, it's nice. Well, I think we're going to call this the last load of the day. As you can tell, I can hardly see out my back window loading anymore. The boy's been sleeping for about an hour now, and won't be too much longer. It'll be mountain time anyway, so I'll go figure out something else to do until then, but it's so damn windy, it's not very fun for all manure right now. Look at that window. That one's nice and clean. And this window and that window that's catching all the wind. That window. Good. Bad. Tired. Is it colder out there?
No,
What?
no.
feels a lot better out here.
Yeah.
It's 82 outside.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like 90 in there. I'm gonna take a look at that.
It was so hot because it's cold out here, so we can stay cold.
Yeah, got a nice wind. So apparently Mother Nature decided to go straight from 50, 60 degrees and rain to like 70s and 80s and just 100% humidity, which is gross and miserable. And since the AC wasn't working in the tractor the other day when we were hauling manure, we decided to do something about it. So we're gonna go charge up the AC and hopefully that makes a difference. Should. I mean, as far as I know, it always worked in that tractor, so I'm guessing it just had a little bit of a leak. And the kid that ran it last fall said it was starting to lose power and not cool so good last year, so fingers crossed. Well, I ran uptown. I put 2 cans of that Freon in that tractor, and it's just starting to get cold. Well, it's starting to get cool. It's not really cold yet. So I ran uptown. Got 2 more. I really don't think it'll take 2, but they're kind of handy to have around in case I got to top off another one. But this morning when I went and got the other cans, it was 71 degrees and about 100% humidity. Now it's 85 degrees and the humidity backed off, but it feels exactly the same. It's freaking hot. Oh yeah. She's making ice cubes now. Now if only I had remote start for it, I wouldn't even have to get out to start it. We're back to hauling. We'll see how well this goes. It's pretty wet out. But I don't know, we really got to get this done. We got to finish hauling manure on these 2 strips. And then I can disc it and then we seed it. But right now the disc is on the white up on another farm. And I'm waiting for them to finish hauling manure up there so I can disc what's going into beans. And then bring it back here and disc what needs to be seeded. And I don't exactly know if that's gonna work out or what, but it's kind of a lot of waiting on this to happen, but this has got to happen first. We'll figure something out. But the AC's working. Colt's got his tablet.
But I can't.
I got my boots off.
Do it in my dark soul.
And life's good. Real good. As hot and sticky as it is outside, though, the hay is just absolutely loving this. Which, I don't know, it's good that it's growing. And I mean, it is really nice stuff. And then on the other side of the road, this was a rye, and it got sprayed off a couple days ago, so it's not looking too green anymore. That's good. That'll be some nice nitrogen back down in the soil. Pretty sure if we didn't spray it off a couple of days ago, that stuff would be waist high by now. It doesn't take nothing for that to grow. And we're pooping. I don't know if you can tell, but that's the one little spot I cleaned on the window. It was still quite dirty this morning, imagine that. But we were going half the speed of smell here. Laying her on nice and thick. Mostly because if anything runs off, it'll just run down into the hayfield and help that out, so not a big deal here. We definitely got to do something about all these weeds growing up in this. This is that strip we're actually going to seed down, along with the other one just on the other side of that hill there, so I don't know, not the biggest fan of heavy tillage, but you can't really spray it since it's going to be seeded down, so we'll have to plow some weeds under. So normally, when you spread manure when the ground is this wet, you'll just rut it up and sink in. But everywhere out in the field I've ever been so far this year, the ground's just been rock hard. It's like a big old brick. I don't know if it's just this wet spring or what exactly is going on, but the ground's hard. You know, it's funny. The more easy something gets, the more boring it gets. And if you're like me, you don't know the difference between being bored and hungry, so then you have to have a goodie bag.
And then I needed my Funyuns.
Apparently he's like me. He doesn't know the difference between bored and hungry either. If you look real closely there, you can even see the oats are starting to poke through. But so is the grass. Whatever, it's all green, right? Does everyone's auto steer giving this much back talk, or is it just mine?
It's yours.
I figured. Did you want to talk?
Yeah. So now I'm driving it, so Daddy's letting me drive it. The tractor.
You doing a good job?
Yeah, but this one says D-Act Archer Parts. It says parts.
What's that mean?
That means a blue tractor.
Oh. Is this a blue one?
Yeah.
I thought it was a purple one.
It's okay. We'll buy a purple one.
Looks purple to me.
But look, it has gray blue.
I guess. Maybe.
And do shark.
Well, it's about 2 o'clock, and every 30 seconds or so my alternator light flashes and the alarm screams at me, so I'm guessing my alternator's going out. So we're gonna just see if... So I'm just gonna see if we can make it through the day without it totally going out. Right now, if I keep it above like 1200 RPM, it only flashes every now and then. If I idle it down, it stays on non-stop and yells at me, so it's probably bad.